Hello. I
Oh,
can't hear you. There
hello.
we go.
Hello. I think it might just be the two of us, but let's see. There were a couple of other people I know that answered. Um, just want to check here.
I did do a reminder this morning in the hopes that it would note
Yes, thank you. I saw that.
on the public
Uh,
holiday, people also switch off.
let's just see. Chantal said she might join, and Diane, and then there's someone here that I don't recognize. So let's see. Let's give it a few minutes. Otherwise, it'll just be the two of us doing our cosmic star origins. I
Oh,
hear
there we go.
Chantal.
That's great. Okay, cool.
Hello, Chantal.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Chantel, I tried to watch your link the other day, but it wanted a pass key, and I
Yeah, I
emailed
sent
you.
it. I
Did
sent
you?
that. I resent it with passkeys because the minute we got yours, I just resent all the emails again with the
Oh,
it says link with passkey. So it was like not even 5 minutes after you sent it that I sent
okay,
it
cool.
back.
I wasn't expecting it to be that fast. I didn't check. Okay.
Yeah, so we'd made a link, and what had happened is that the link swallowed up the passkey. And we haven't done this before. And Matthew's like, but no, surely it should, no, you've got to like do the link and then you've got to put the passkey in separately.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
So
things
I'll
you learn.
check it out this week.
So let's just give like another minute for Diane and somebody who's got an email who I'm not going to say because it's going to give away, I don't know, some private information, but it's somebody that I don't know. So it could be one of the other women on the retreat whose email address I don't recognize, unless a foreigner. You know how we feel about foreigners in this country. That's a joke.
Well, generally quite nice about them because we're
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. So
Okay, cool.
should we just start with a little bit of like check-in just to arrive? Should we just check in with each
Absolutely.
other? So, like, how's everybody? How's Bron? How's Chantel?
Yeah, well, I'm good. I'm down in George.
Are you?
So, yes, we
That's
came
nice.
down. Matthew's brother lives here with his partner and baby girl. And so we come and we just use this as a space to just relax. And then we've got friends in Knysna and in Wilderness. And so we'll take the chance to visit them as well.
Oh,
Nice just to
how
be away.
absolutely divine.
What's
I
what's
feel
the
like I
weather
need
like?
a holiday.
Me
Mm.
too. What's the weather like at this time of year there?
It's usually rainy. So it's a very rainy space, but the last couple of days have been really lovely. The light is obviously different, but it's been quite sort of partly cloudy and sunny. Tomorrow, apparently, there's going to be rain, but we come just with layers so that we can layers and rain jackets.
Is it warmish?
Yeah, it's lovely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's when I say it's warmish today, I was sitting in the sun. I actually think I got a bit burnt just sitting in the sun here, inside. Matthew.
Hello, Matthew. It's the hand.
Oh no,
Tell them no boys allowed.
over there. I'll send him up. Just go and commune with his brother.
He's our galactic contact,
There we go.
reaching in to
Lovely.
say hello.
Cute.
Hi,
Yeah, sure.
Diane.
That's Danny.
Oh, but I think it's Diane on
Okay.
Danny's, but there's no sound,
And there's no face.
no face. Um, So, Bronnie, how are you doing? You want to check in a little bit?
Doing good. I worked all day on my manual, so I'm in kind of writer mode. My brain's just and as we were about to start the Zoom, well, half an hour before, the power went off, so I came to my mom and my mom's house now.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, it's all good. I'm feeling it's been a little bit like the astrology, I think, has been a bit crazy the last few days. I don't know about
Yeah,
anybody.
very intense stuff.
Mm.
I'm just wondering if Diane is coming in here. I wonder. Whoever's on Danny Farvis is can you just unmute for a second and just tell us who you are? Maybe she's just going to drop in just now. Okay, well, what I was thinking would be a great sort of just a little bit of an intro. I want to talk about the Cosmic Family Constellations experience. Here's Diane. Hello, Diane.
Hi. Sorry about that.
No problem. Can we see you?
Can you see me? You don't want to see me. I've got the most hideous head cold. My daughter just thought this out.
Sorry if he's not very Zoom adept. There we go.
There we go.
Great. Hello.
Hi.
That's nice. Hi. Do you want to check in for a second now that I know that you actually are here? I wasn't quite sure what was happening.
Well, apologies. Yeah, we moving out of this house. We've been here for 25 years and we're moving not next Sunday, but the Sunday after. So I'm in a massive process of getting rid of bodily fluids and clutter and everything. So yeah, I've been fairly involved with that. We've been in the Cape. I got back a week ago, and my daughter's 6.5 months pregnant and here with her 3-year-old. And so my life, I've been listening to quite a few of the stuff you've sent through.
Okay, that's nice.
But I've been working a little bit with the goddess cards, but I'm a little bit overwhelmed by my life at the moment. So
join the club. My life's also completely overwhelming right now. Yeah, so that's great. And I think, everything is just as people can manage. You just come in, you dip in, we'll just work with your energy as you can manage. So I know it's a lot. And I just feel that just doing these Zooms, like as we get closer, is like just a way of sort of staying in touch a little bit. And, for those that can make it, just to, to drop in, and others can't make it because they're very busy and they can listen or not listen. It's up to them. So I'm not going to go too much into, I was going to give a little intro to family constellations, but everybody here has done it. And I did another video earlier today with David, who is in the community, and he asked me about family constellations, the traditional kind. And so if anybody wants to know about it, I'll post that when it's up. But I think today, I don't want to make the Zoom too long, but I do want to introduce the idea of cosmic family constellations. So I did once upon a time, I did some outrageous family constellations, star family constellations. And I set up, it was about 10 years ago. I had somebody, there's a festival in just outside of Cape Town that runs over December. I can't really remember what it's called at the moment. Does anyone know about it? It's like, it's in a little forest and it's all trade, and you just do everything through credits, and people set up stalls and you just write what you want to attend all day. It's an incredible thing to do. There's no money, and anyway, I'll try and remember it. But anyway, I put on a Star Family Constellation there, and we had, so it would be a person who wants to work with being in touch with their star family and see what shows up. And I had one guy who we constellated his star family, and I think one side was this group called the Z's. And this was a long time ago. I've never even heard of the Z's, you know. And now, you know, like years and years and years later, just there's somebody who channels the Z's.
I love that guy.
I can't remember his name. What's his name?
Can't remember his name. I just know him as the Z's guy.
Anyway, this group, this crazy, outrageous, very enthusiastic, very passionate group called the Z's came through on the one side, and the Lyran group were on the other side, were on the mother's side. So it was such an interesting experience to sort of look a little bit further in our soul's origins. It's sort of like outside of our normal trajectory of how we think of ourselves. So what I thought we could do today is just have a little warm up with something like that, and see what comes through, because, you know, I don't know where you're from unless you know where you're from. And, you know, we've had many lives as many different things. We've been many things. And so, you know, your star family, it has probably been you've probably been everything, you know, you've probably been it all. But it'll just be interesting to see, you know, just to begin to inquire into this idea of star family. I wonder if anyone wants to just comment on that. Like, has anyone ever thought about it? Like, where they have star contacts or star, you know, like a affiliation or an affinity towards a group? Does anyone have any feelings about it?
Amanda,
Yeah?
I had a very interesting experience. I've only been to Adam's calendar once before, and it was last September. And I went with, I can't think of Lisa, who is also part of this group. Husband, and Clive and I, as my husband, went to Adam's calendar. It was very close to the equinox. So the middle of September, more or less. And Lisa had been before 2 or 3 times. And the one time she'd gone with a guide who studied under Michael Tellinger. He lives in Waterfallboven. His name is Edwin. And we stayed in Kaapsehoop. And we had to go to Waterfallboven to pick Edwin up and take him with us to go to Adam's calendar for him to explain everything to us. And he got into the car, so it was the 5 of us driving in the car, and he went like quite quiet suddenly. And then he told me that my lineage is from the Timavati lions.
Oh, wow. So really?
He picked it up in me, and like everybody was like quite shocked in the car. And then he said, on the way to Adam's calendar, we have to take you to this place that I need you to see. And he took us to this rock on the way, and it was a lion paw imprint in the rock. And he
Wow.
said, this is a very important place for you.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's amazing. Wow.
So
That's the interesting
so when
link.
I read you were doing this at Adam's calendar, there was, even though I'm not here and I'll have been in the Cape for a month, I have to fly back for it because I have to
Wow.
explore that more.
That's amazing. Yeah, I know. Have you read Credo Mutwa's books on the links between the white lions and the star children of the sun god and that whole connection? Do you know anything about it?
I have to get the book now, and as soon as we packed up, that is one of the tasks I have to do before I
And
fly back.
also Linda Tucker's book on the white lions, because it's got a very important link to the calendar and all the work that we're doing.
All right.
So that's amazing.
Cool.
Bron, you were going to say?
The lions and the sphinx coming through for me all the time. So every time somebody talks about lions or lion energy, my ears prick up because that's like it's coming through the crystals for me constantly. The lion energy, the lion, the sphinx. So that's fabulous. The lamasu. And yeah, and I've also, when I've done a past life session with Amanda, you came up as a lion in a, well, not even a past life, a current life, a lion who's alive somewhere.
Yeah, the Lyrans. They are the Lyran. It's one of the ancient galaxies of human origins. It goes very far, 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 far back, and so a lot of people originate with the Lyran civilization. And a lot of Lyrans are incarnate, especially in southern Africa. So Lyran souls, but then some Lyrans are actually physical lions as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd love to come to Lyrans around this, if that's.
I'm sure. Yeah. We're going to listen in to who it is that we need to be talking to. And you, Bron, you were going to say your.
I was going to say that the last goddess I drew was the Zeta Reticulan goddess. She was a very tall grey, and she comes through for me quite often to say that I'm on some project to do with DNA, and that she is not only one of my descendants, she's also one of my ancestors. It's a bit strange.
Okay, interesting. There's a woman called Elizabeth April who is a remote viewer, and she just recently did a podcast on what's it called, Cosmic Disclosure on Gaia. I don't know if any of you are following Gaia, Cosmic Disclosure. But she speaks about her connections to the Greys, that she was taken up onto a star ship when she was very little and went to star school with lots of Earth children, lifted off their beds basically and put into a school, a UFO like cosmic school. We're just upgrading the kids that have come to assist help and stuff like that. And she's got lots of links to the Greys. I should try and get you that episode, share it for the group somehow. And you, Chantal, any ideas?
No, not even. Not been drawn there at all, actually. Not even, Matthew's the one that is the cosmic soul. I always say that I'm very much grounded in the earth. So absolutely never explored that.
I think you're very much a cat. But we'll see what happens. So what I want to do is I want to just give us a little chance to like do a mini constellation, a mini cosmic family constellation, and just see what emerges. So Who wants to go first? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give everyone the chance to, I think, because there's two ways of going about it. You can either choose someone to be you and choose someone to be your star family. So that's one option. Or we can just choose someone to be your star family and just see what they get. So we don't have to choose a representative for yourself today. We can just choose a representative for your star family. And then all sort of bear witness in a way, in a sense, together. So if you are representing for somebody, it's exactly the same as in a normal family constellation. You just take a minute, to be in your body. You just notice what's coming up. You just report it. There's no pressure. You don't have to go anywhere further than what is just like your normal, natural sensing into your body and just using your intuition. So I'm just wondering if I should do any kind of how are people feeling? Would you like to just sort of do you want me to give you like a 5-minute intro, like meditation opening, so that we can just wash off a few things? And all right. So then just making yourself comfortable, just you can create a little room, a little cloak room before you enter the door, the cosmic door, where you just put down stuff that you might be carrying. So just notice what you need to put down. It can be physical sensations. It can be stress from the day. It can be all the changes that you're going through. It can be other people. It can be technology. It can be anything that you're carrying. And just put it all there. Just you can put it in a jar or a box or hang it on the cloak in the cloakroom or whatever it is. Just put down. And then you can also walk through. You can walk through a cosmic shower if you want to, like a sort of starlight shower. So you can just sort of imagine there's a screen between the cloakroom and the work, and you just kind of walk gently through. And as you're walking through, you can just receive the light codes from the stars that feel right for you. Just allow them to gently sparkle inside of your DNA. Just activating you, bringing that gentle starlight, loving energies. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to a place called Galactic Central. That's where we're going to go. We're going to go to Galactic Central. So it doesn't matter what it sounds like or what it is, but it's the center of the galaxy, and there's a base. So let's show up at Galactic Central and say, we're coming to do some work with our star family, and just see what instructions they give us there. Let's just wait for a minute. So I'm kind of getting a visual that we all need to choose like a special space suit. Okay. So there in front of you or just nearby is like a series of space suits, magical space suits, sexy space suits. They've got all sorts of things, everything that the body needs. They're very easy to put on. They just kind of like flow onto you. So just feel for your space suit and just I don't know what you need to do to get it on, maybe touch it or take it off the hanger. Just feel your space suit just sort of merging very elegant way onto you. And let it just do the exchange. So these space suits provide full protection. They do balancing, energetic balancing. They start to repair any issues that you have with your health. They're just wonderful. And they give you information that you might need. They prepare you to be in a different atmosphere. Just see if there's any in particular sort of, just check in like, okay, there's maybe an extra piece of magic that you feel like having a special ability, just maybe click on the special abilities download. And just make sure that you feel ready to go on your little galactic journey. And then maybe we should just get on our spaceship. Let's just choose a spaceship from the center, galactic center. You're going to just partner with the spaceship. It's alive, it's intelligent. I guess it's going to just know exactly where we all need to be going. And then, just go inside, sit down, put your hands on the dashboard. I believe it just completely like melds with the intelligence of your hands. So it's hands and your mind become one. And then let's just say to the spaceship, okay, we're going to take a little journey now to visit our star family. Please take me to my star family, my most relevant, most important star ancestor for the work that we're doing at the moment at the calendar and, with this retreat. Just relax there. Let's just notice what happens. So I'm going to do two different things. The one is the first thing is I want to invite a member of your star family to show up in your ship. So let's see, imagine like from Star Trek, imagine like this beam of light coming down in front of you and sort of this being coming to visit, and just allow that being to coagulate in front of you, and just look and just see if you can notice who's there. Let's see if you can see who's there. And that being is going to tell you something about themselves. They're going to tell you where they're from. And maybe they've got another message for you. And it doesn't matter if you don't understand. We're just showing up for contact. It doesn't matter if we don't get the words. And just ask them if there's any particular preferred way of contact and any other message for you. And now what I'm going to get you to do is I'm actually going to get you to step into the role. So I'm doing something slightly different. I'm going to get you to step into the role of your star family, yourself. So you're going to leave yourself there in the chair on the ship, and you are going to take the role of representing your star family. So I want you to all open your eyes, and maybe you might want to, I don't know if you would like to sort of share who you are, if you want to, just anything to get into the role. If you feel ready to speak as the star family member, or you would like to be enrolled into it by me, who feels ready to speak? Chantal? Are you in the role of your star family?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
I am.
I can see. Tell me who you are a little bit, like as you stand as her or him. Who are you? What comes up for you?
So I'm Clarion, quite playful. I talk in a very high voice, like, but very playfully. Yeah, and I'm here to remind. Look up.
Getting full goosebumps as you speak. Are you Chantal's star lineage, or how are you sort of related to her?
Through the light, I touch and talk and communicate. So yes.
So you like your high frequency voice is part of your high frequency light codes coming through.
Yes.
And which, I mean, do you have a sense of, like, can you find words for us for which part of the galaxy you are, or a solar system or planet, or, you know, you don't have to, because we might not be able to get it yet, but we're gonna ask anyway, or maybe you're not even in a physical planet.
All I can say is Orpheus. That's the Orpheus.
Okay.
And far away. Galaxy far away.
And did you say how you are related to Chantal? Is that her home planet? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
There is a connection, relation, some relation, connection through.
So is there any particular message that you'd like to send her for today and for her work? Any transmission? You know, what is she getting? You know, any message for any part of her life that you have?
There are stars everywhere. There are beams of light. They have messages. Look out for them. Wherever you go, notice. They come in lines, and you will know what they mean when you see them.
Beautiful. Okay, Clarion, thank you very much. Beautiful to have you with us today. Thank you. So, Chantal, you can decide whether to stay as her and see if there's any other energies there. You can decide to come back to yourself. It's up to you. I'm just going to leave you there in that frequency for a while. Just going to ask Diane. Diane, what do you want to? Are you in your star family? Have you stepped into that role?
I saw a member, very tall, very pointy head, robed in grey, quite swishy movements, and felt a big sensation around my heart. And then when I tried to move towards this creature, the big open kind of gap feeling around my heart like went down into my belly, and I just felt very, very sad and got quite tearful.
Oh, wow. As you went closer.
It was it felt like a connection that had been severed in quite a brutal way. There'd been something brutal about it, and so it just felt very emotional in the middle of my being.
Okay. Can we speak to this being? Can you try and be, is it a him or a her or it, or I mean that
the robeness of it, it's very difficult to determine.
Doesn't matter.
Gender.
No, it doesn't matter. It's not
masculine
important.
and feminine elements.
Yes. So can you just be them for a minute? Can we enroll you as them for a moment? You don't have to. You don't have to.
There's very, very bright light, white and green around. Frequencies. There's lots of communication, but I don't know
You can't quite get the understanding yet, but that's fine. You'll get what you can manage for now.
Yeah.
So I want to ask this being, if there is a name and a place that they're from, or a sector of the galaxy.
Cyrus or Sirius?
Okay. The Syrian.
I'm seeing an S though. Isn't Syrian with a C?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it's definitely with an S.
Okay, Syrian. That's. And I just want to know what relation this being has to you. Is this cosmic family? Is it a sort of home base for you?
There's a definite feeling of relationship.
Mm.
Feels more grandfatherly.
Can you can this being tell us what are there any important messages for you, Diane, from them that can come through today?
There's a feeling of there's been a long time and a long wait for this connection. There's a lot of excitement and almost like what's that? Dots and dashes language. It almost feels like the communication is coming through in
like Morse code,
like
sort of.
it's like Morse code, yes.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah. And the light was very silver to begin with, and there's a much more golden tinge to it now.
Okay.
There's lots of things for us to do. Yeah, long wait, lots of things to do. Lots of energy, lots of light, lots of change.
Okay. So do they just going to ask both Chantal and Bron, you can also ask your being because I'm coming to you now, but do they use light ships? Do they travel in ships? Some might not. Do they have UFOs?
Yes.
Will you invite them to the calendar? Please, we'd like them to show up and help us do some work there. In all of their different codes and frequencies and formats. So Diane, I'm gonna come back to you. You can just stay and see if there's anything else that they want to give to you or say to you. I'm just going to check in with Bron now. Bron, who are you with there?
So I've encountered this version of myself before, and she is a part of me that I've met already. She comes to me often in the bar, She's blue. She's blue. She's small. She's just tiny, about if you would take my body up to about here. She's got blue fins, gills. She's aquatic.
Oh, wow.
And she uses water as a medium, which is why I use water as a medium. I do feel her energy a lot when I'm in the bath. Again, something to do with DNA comes up a lot for me. The DNA stuff is a lot for me. And water as a medium, any planet with enough water on it, enough liquid water that is clean, can support this entire hominid lineage. And she's in our seas as well. And the technology is amazing, using water as a portal. So if there's water on a planet, that's how they travel. They don't go through space. They go from the water to the water.
Mm.
And
has she got any sort of special transmission for you or for us?
Yes, it's a feminine race. There's very few males, mostly females. It's ordered mostly along the feminine lines. The communities are all women, are all female. The males are outside of the communities. And there's no issue with that. That's just how it works there. So it's got to do with the feminine, which is why she comes in for me a lot.
Mm.
They're just beautiful little blue creatures with patterns on the skin, greenish, brownish patterns on the skin.
So any particular message from them?
It's this is hybridization stuff, and there's something to do with our DNA that is healing right now. Some parts of our DNA that are coming together, and this is what the work that I do is, and the work that she does is it's about healing the DNA, but about bringing aquatic wisdom into the DNA as well, to understand that we come from water. We all came from water. Every single life form that turns into hominid, water is a very essential part of it. And it's about honoring water and loving water and being and putting messages in water. So it's about
beautiful.
And
so for the calendar work, the work at the retreat, what would she like us to do to bring her energy in? We could sometimes people take water to the calendar, to the stones, and pour water over the stones.
Yes, definitely. Sacred water, some sacred cleansing with water. So to bless water and pour it for a consecration would be beautiful.
Yeah. And there's also a little bit further away from the stone, slightly down, there's a little like a sacred stream. We could even, go there and collect some water. I mean, maybe we must even look into getting to the waterfall that's close by. We could see if we could fit that in. So her message is really around including water in our consciousness.
She's showing me that she's going to represent the water element there within.
Okay, beautiful. I didn't go too much into mine, but I'll just tell you what I saw. Haven't had a chance, but I saw like a being with a sort of a space suit show up, and I haven't fully gone into her, but it seems like she's Andromedan, and she's like a Andromedan sort of like a captain or something, or something like that. I'll just see if there's anything from her. It's that we are doing important work. We are seeding, helping to seed the galactic consciousness on the planet that's finding its links into the earth now. And now more than ever, people need to understand that they come from more places than earth, and that there's a whole contingency of beings that are waiting to introduce themselves to us, but they will only come with an invitation. They won't just force themselves. So the Andromedans are famous for creation. So they're very strong with how each of us are a creator and the technology of that creation. So they are going to be with us. I'm just going to see if we can ask them to show us their ships. So the message I'm getting around the ships is that between now and August, the kind of, what could you say, like what's needed might change. So we don't know exactly what's going to show up, but we're just going to stay in the process of what wants to reveal itself, and we'll work with that. So it seems like there's an evolution of like the mystery is unfolding. So just to stay present is essentially the message that I'm getting. Just stay present. Okay. All right. So anything else from your galactic contingency for the moment? Any other last messages for today? Just thanking them. It's a great celebration to be in touch with our star family, our star ancestors. They can't wait to be in contact. So if there's nothing left, just say goodbye for now. Thank you. We'll see you again. We'll see you in our dreams. We'll be looking for you. We'll be listening to your messages for the different transmissions and all of our different work that we're doing in the world. So just bow to them and let them go back up that light portal back into wherever they go, their dimension. And then just lean back into your ship and allow her, this beautiful light being, to take you home via Galactic Central. Park the ship there. And just go back to, visit the bar for a minute, get a drink, get special kinds of drinks in Galactic Central. I think they're like very energized. I can't even think. Someone described the drinks that you get there. They're like nothing on Earth. It's like magic bubbles in a glass. So have your drink, your magic drink at the bar. And say hi to your friends. Maybe there's other people there that you wouldn't expect to be there. Just wave. We'll be seeing each other again soon. So coming back to the place where your spacesuit lives, just let it go back to its place, and find your earth form, your earth clothes, and just gently, we're quickly going to go past Middle Earth. Let's just quickly go to Middle Earth, because that's also a star family. And just see if there's anything you need to do there. You can find special waterfalls to wash, to clean, to clear before you come back to Earth. You can find special fires, sacred fires there. All the elements are there. Just find yourself in perfect balance, leaving behind some things that you don't need, and bringing in the energy of the transformation that you would like. So just totally revitalizing yourself. Drink that lovely Middle Earth water. And then just gently coming back to the room, feet on the floor, bum on the chair. And just imagining closing that door, that cosmic door. Just let it close in front of you, all the portals, so that we can have our earth experience. Just see in the cloakroom if there's anything you need to pick up and take with you. Otherwise, there's a magic bin to throw any stuff you don't want away. And then just back to this moment and with each other. So I just want to hear from people what that experience was like. Any aspect of it that you want to share, even like the color of the suit or what it was like putting on your special space suit. If you saw anything, anybody.
Yeah, my spacesuit was very white, but was like bubbly around the head. It was, and
Oh, wow.
and stepping into it, just feeling of lightness, just light air, but also a superpower of being able to fly really fast as
Lovely.
well, but a lot of lightness. And the experience was one of lightness and I want to say frivolity, but it's like a playfulness. It's like and came back just excited and like giggly almost, to have had the encounter, because it was just playful and like young and just very playful and very positive and bubbly as well.
Lovely. Lovely. I got a silver spacesuit. It wasn't what I expected, but it was just rather divine. I didn't focus too much on it because I was sort of more in the moment of taking the journey, but just felt so supportive and just so lovely. Anyone else can remember any aspect that they want to share, or any aspect of it?
The suit was like very slinky, and when I went into it, my skin became one with the very shiny kind of, it wasn't fibrous. It was too light to be fibrous. So when I moved, my body stopped being my body and started being the suit. And
Oh, lovely.
it didn't do like human movements. It like was just kind of almost floaty in the suit, which was quite amazing. And the person that I met, the cape, could spin around very fast and lift up and move all around in the space, and came over to me and put me in the suit, like around my suit, and like kind of like a hug almost, which was quite interesting. And when Bronwyn was speaking about pouring water at the calendar, I there's the page where in Bronwyn, the book Bronwyn, where you integrate all the elements for Eastern and Western, and that came very big in me, that not only water, that we have to balance the Eastern and the Western elements as much as we can to get as much as we can out of the experience. That was
Beautiful.
Wow, thank you, Ms.
Beautiful,
Beck,
beautiful.
balancing the East and the West.
Any other insights or visuals, Bron? Did you get anything else, like any?
So I also had a slinky suit that was very light, and it integrated into my skin immediately as well. So that's really interesting.
Wow.
But I was getting very strongly an elemental message. So I got the idea that all of us are going to need to have an understanding of what elements we're bringing in to the calendar. I know that I'm going to be bringing in water and possibly fire, but we're all going to have an idea of the elements we're bringing in to that and to balance.
That's nice. Yeah. So Chantal's a lot of air. I think yours was airy, hey Chantal?
Definitely
Light
Yeah.
codes and yeah.
Mm.
And Diane, what would you say yours was?
I don't think Eastern way.
There's definitely a metally, airy, yeah, I think those are the two most that came up for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I want to just remember this. I don't want to forget.
Yeah, I mean we'll do we'll follow the journey. And so Andromedan energy, I think it's sort of earth, fire, metal. Something like that. That's what it felt like.
You say air and metal.
Earth, fire, and metal.
Wow.
So what I want to encourage us to do is, I'd love it if we could just take a minute. I don't know if we can before we end, but just to try and draw some kind of representation of what we saw. Is that at all possible for you guys? Like anything at all?
There's nothing to draw on at my mom's.
Okay. So if you can, just to take a bit of time after this session, just to try and sort of somehow put it down. Doesn't matter what comes through, just on a page with some crayons and some of the messages, some of the words. Put it down on a piece of paper, take a picture, and send it to the group. Okay. What I've heard is that sometimes if your brain can't compute something that it's seeing, then it sort of adds something on. So sometimes these beings are very far out of our reference points. So the brain then imports like a known, like superimposes it on, because some beings bring such exotic codes or whatever that we just don't have any way to reference it. So don't be afraid of randomness and stuff that feels strange. It's all going to be a little strange to us. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to do today. Has anyone got anything to say before we close? That's really the introduction, I guess. On the Saturday night, which is the night of the stones, and I'm not really sure because there's going to be lots of moving parts, whether it ends up being actually on the Saturday night. But we want to see if we can do something called a CE5. Do you know what a CE5 is?
No.
A CE5 is conscious contact. So it's where you put out an invitation to beings to show up, like what we did today in a way. So we might see a ship. There's no guarantee. The most important thing is just the process of making contact inside of yourself, like we did today, just beginning that relationship. But we'll be doing more of this. We'll be doing more of this work at the calendar. It's, yeah. How did it feel for everybody? How was it?
Beautiful.
Great.
Very, very heartwarming.
Okay, wonderful. Yay. No, it felt very good to me as well. Really great. Like some beautiful, beautiful energies that came through with really good messages. And nice to get into our spacesuits, our magical spacesuits. All right, darling, beautiful beings, goddesses. We're going to close our circle for today. So thank you so much for coming. And Bron's going to do the next one. She's going to do the scrying workshop.
Yeah. I'll put out dates today for us to, tomorrow, it might be tomorrow. I'll put out the poll for us to vote on what dates we want to do. Yeah.
So like early July, hey, Bron?
For a scry, for the scrying workshop. Potentially, yeah. It can be. You guys prefer a Saturday, a Saturday or a weeknight? But I'll put it out. I'll say either a weeknight or a Saturday. It'll just be fun. It won't be. We want it all to be quite fun and lighthearted towards having a great time.
I think Sharon was saying she'd really love a weeknight for a change because she finds it very hard to make weekends. And so something near the beginning of July, like a weeknight, would be wonderful.
Okay, awesome.
It would be amazing.
Sorry, before you go, Bronwyn, you suggested the House of Isis in Rosebank to get.
Yes. So to get the balls, it's actually, we do have a lady that has beautiful balls. There were 2 or 3 of them that she had that would be gorgeous. They're quite expensive, but House of Isis, that little egg that I got was 170 Rand. It's not terribly expensive and it's fun to play with. And so what you need to do is just go and have, they also did have little balls, and I think their balls were 200 or 300 Rand as well. They weren't terribly expensive. It can be small, as long as it's got texture, as long as it isn't just purely plain clear. It needs to have cracks and occlusions and splits and scratches inside it, because that's actually what you use to look at and beyond.
like a bit
Right.
cloudy.
And the House of Isis is the best that you are aware of in Joburg
So because their
as a,
their quartz crystals weren't terribly expensive, but I can also.
okay.
There's a woman in Victory Park who sells balls as well, and I can send you a couple of pictures, and if there's any that you like, I'll ask her to reserve them.
Okay, cool.
Fantastic. Wonderful. So when you put out your pictures, will you just say if you got a name, if you got a place, if you got what the, just any, just so that we can keep track of your downloads and stuff like that. All right, beloveds, I love you. You're the best. It's best hanging out with you, doing some space travel. It was fabulous. And we'll see you again soon.
Thank you, my
Looking
darling.
forward. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.